All right, we're gonna add an accessory block. So if you have something like this, like the quote unquote triphasic type style design, you're probably not gonna need an accessory block because you can literally fit everything in here. But I'm gonna do something. So if you're using like a tier type system where you're leaving these big blocks here, or like I utilize a lot the system, the Soviet method of periodization. So a couple changes I made quick like is I made the font smaller on here so you can do the same. So I shrunk the cells so I can add more space to drag these out a little bit. So all I did was select the AP, AE cell. Don't do it by clicking on top like I just did, but select it, drag it, and select it. I put font style 8, and then I narrowed the cells to 0.23, and then I made these exercise cells to 0.93. That's the only thing I've done uh, since the videos last ended. So accessory block, really simple, really easy. All I'm going to do is go down here, merge. I'm going to put a thick border around. We're going to fill it in orange. I'm going to do bold. Why not? Accessory. So now I'm just going to make this easy. Control C, Control V, Control V. There's no formula. I'm not worried about that. So this is really easy. I don't have to populate everything to copy and paste. One thing we need to make sure of, and I might have fixed this already. Nope. Is before we copy and paste these cells, we only went down here on the last video. The cells down here still have the $ in front of the numbers. So if you're gonna use this format where you have all the exercises, take out that $ in front of the number, because then when we copy and paste, you don't have to change anything. Get rid of the $. Oh, don't type anything extra. $, $, $, $. Again, you're seeing this, but if I go File, Print, it shows all border. I think it's a formatting issue because it's not crossing over into space. Even though it's shrink to fit, I'm not sure why it's doing that. All right. So now I'm going to do select this, Control C. I'm going to come down here. I'm just hitting Control V. We can populate everything. So I'm going to populate or unhide the group cells. I just want to make sure that this is going to work, which you can already see it adjusting. Oops, didn't want to do that. Let's go back in here. So I'm not worried about these working because they're referencing tables, so there shouldn't be an issue with that. All right, we're good to go. So we're referencing A39, which is right here, which is where we want it to be, and percentages is an F39 right here. A39, J39, A40, J40. So we are good. That is literally all you have to do if you wanted to add an exercise block. So make sure, don't just copy and paste here and then go over here. Make sure the formulas are how you want them set in each one. So if you're going to use this type of big exercise format, make sure you take away all the $ in front of the numbers, and then you can just copy and paste, copy and paste. And you don't have to worry about doing formulas because it's going to drag everything, and because there's no specific column and row number that's going to be allocated to that data. So you'll be able to do that. So let's just close this so you get an idea what it looks like print and how much space it takes up. You can see we got a little teeny bit of space there. File, print. So it allows me to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big blocks, and then an accessory type block. I could even add another block like this. It might only be 4 rows, but up on the top. So if you wanted to add any prehab, rehab stuff, you would literally do the same thing up here. I'm going to do that just for giggles. Why not? So I'm just going to select. Should I go 4? Let's see. We got. I don't want to go right underneath. So 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 3. So we can go 4. I'm not going to keep it. I'm just going to show you. So make sure we're lined right up because we got, now we just have to add borders. Populate, populate, populate. So we just want to make sure A5, F5, formula over here, J5, A5. So that works. So if you have any type of warm-ups or specific stuff you wanted to put in there, you could do that. Just make sure if you're going to do that, you have to add it into your exercise list. So what I would do is have something, if I'm going to keep this, my squats, my hinges, presses, back, I use Olympic lifts, so I'd have clean, snatches, then your jumps, hops, bounds, that type of stuff. Like, your options are literally endless. This is why I love this much more than an app, because you have to pay for so many extra features on apps when you can just create it yourself. Your categories are endless. As long as you add whatever category you want. So if I mean, bounds. I make a table that has 2 columns. I name the first one as bounds. I put the second one as URL. I can put forward bounds, skater bounds, lateral bounds, bound to hop, whatever you want. And then as long as I name that first column, give it define the name as bounds, and then I select the 2 columns and go underscore bounds. While I put bounds in here, I'm going to be fine. Then you can literally put anything and everything in these cells, and as long as you have a video for it, you can just click it, populate it, and it is literally that easy. The painstakingness of learning how to do this stuff will save you so many hours in the long run. Again, we currently use Fit right now. I still track everything and program everything on Excel just so I have it on my own stuff, and it makes it so much easier. I can get my in-season training program from a month-to-month basis done in probably about 10 minutes. Compared to using our app, it takes me several hours. It is just frustrating, and it doesn't allow the needed flexibility for this. So let's go. Do I got any easy pictures? Let's go pictures. All right, so so if you want to get fancy here, so insert picture, this device. No, we don't want Facebook pictures. I was planning on getting rid of that. Pictures. Oh, it's got a black background, so if you want to be all high speed, you can make a box, like merge a box and put it in the center and all that stuff. So now if I go to File and I go to Print, you're going to see I can fit everything. So I got my prep work, my workout, and my accessory work. Or you could put conditioning and speed down here. That's fine. Or speed up here and conditioning down here. However you want to do it. The options are literally endless. And it looks all nice and snazzy here with the logo there. I got time, so if you want to make this a background, picture format, transparency, drag it right in the middle. Make this nice and big. Just to get an idea. I'd probably make this a little bit more transparent. File, print. There you go. And that looks good as well. If you guys have any questions, I'm available by email, jeremy.tormala@alumni.nmu.edu. If you have any questions, just reach out.